Scientifically known as Marmota monax, they are burrowing rodents, part of the squirrel family, and are sometimes called marmots, whistle pigs, or chucks. The name difference is just a regional preference.
There we go.
How about that? There you go. Let me see if I can figure out. How to get the music on here.
It's a mermaid.
It's a whole new ball game here. That's not it.
Hey, you've done this from 30,000 feet before.
I have done it from 30,000 feet. You're quite right.
Yeah, from high atop everything.
So now you're just a secret agent then.
I can do this part. I can do the graphics.
Sean Connery. Bond. James Bond.
Oh,
very good.
mm-hmm.
I can't.
Well, this is the off night, and this is particularly off because I'm headquartering it from I-275 in Canton, Michigan. And the roads aren't too bad, so my daughter's driving. So I can do my show.
Madonna's driving.
There's my co-host, the elf with the red hat. That is Andy Jensen.
We're live now.
We are live, and another one of our regulars. That's Jason Grant. There, who's backing you up, Jason? Who we have backing you up?
That's Anthony Perkins looking over my shoulder in his Mormon
there
days.
We just say welcome to the off night and your host, Mark Sweetman. Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we are, all together again. We have no Susan. I do have her poem, but I'm about 3,500 yards from it. So
from being able to read the poem.
Well, we'll just wait for you.
Well, this is a cold opening.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
This is who we are. We can do this from airplanes, from cars, from the backs of trains. God knows I've done it from a couple of bathrooms on rest stops.
Well, the master of the live remote is Andy. We've had him from
absolutely
states, from restaurants, from
for the parking lot of Mr. Stadium.
There we go. For the parking lot of Mr. Stadium, live. We live talking to Mr.
In between cycles.
Whatever his last name.
Weren't you at a laundromat once, Andy?
That's Mr. Stadium.
And we're up in Grand Rapids, Adia, and then we went down to. We saw Holly before it got burned. So.
Oh man. We had you from in front.
Renovated. It wasn't burned. It was renovated.
You were in front of either the Fox or the Fillmore one time doing Man on the Street.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that was. I went to see.
Those are great segments. We got to get you out more, especially since we don't have Sam to fill in. Well,
there's
shows you how much we were depending on him to pick things up.
I don't know, but there's a weird thing coming to Ann Arbor. I think sometime in April. It's like a Comic-Con. I read about it. But apparently, it's going to have one of the guys. What's his name? Anyway, they're going to have the two guys that did the Brain and Pinky. The guys who did the voices for Brain and Pinky.
Well, I know Maurice LaMarche.
Oh, so I think he'll be there. Yeah.
Maurice has been on the show before, not live, but.
Dave Coulier is going to be there too.
Who? Dave Coulier?
Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
Is he on
as the comedian?
I gotta see how he's doing. Well, he got cancer, beat that, and then he got it again somewhere else. I think. His health hasn't been well lately. I got to get in touch with him.
Well, anyway,
there's a guy. There's a guy that'll answer my calls.
We should do an interview of him while he's there. Take the show there.
Yeah.
And we can interview all those guys.
Yeah, Maurice LaMarche has been on the show. I don't know if you were on this host.
I don't know him, but if you're there and you know him, we could actually get probably an interview with him then.
Sure. Maurice LaMarche. I think we played his clip on how to do William Shatner.
Yeah.
Was that while you were on the show, Andy? I can't remember. It might have been before you joined us.
Yeah, I think it was before I joined you.
Okay, yeah, because Maurice LaMarche has one of the best instructional videos on how to do William Shatner.
How to do William Shatner. Yeah.
He's the one who started the International Talk Like William Shatner Day.
I didn't know about that.
March 22nd every year. It's William Shatner's birthday. It's also my daughter Jillian's birthday. That's how I remember.
Oh, really? So March 22nd is Talk Like William Shatner Day.
March 20th. You
talk like William Shatner. You order things like William Shatner. I want a beer, please.
But his primer on how to talk to William Shatner is one of the funniest videos I think I've ever seen. It's very funny. Anyway, so I'm glad to hear he's coming. And he did the brain between Pinky and the Brain. He did the brain voice. He does a lot of voices. In fact, when they couldn't get Robin Williams to do one of the sequels to Aladdin, Maurice took the Robin Williams role as the genie.
Oh, and did the impression. Got it.
Yeah, so because he does impressions, and so.
Let me ask a question. There was in the Ed Wood movie, there was a Orson Welles character. Did he do the voice of Orson Welles?
It had to be him.
Okay.
It had to be him. I think he's the only one that did Orson Welles, really.
Orson Welles. I don't know.
Here's my Orson Welles impression is only 3 words, but it's immediately recognizable by anybody who knows any Orson Welles.
Oh.
Here's my Orson Welles. Ah, the French.
So no wine before it's time.
You could hear his frozen pea ad read was.
Oh, are you leaving?
Yes.
Are you leaving?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm taking the car to the door. Then you got me messed up.
Wow, your daughter's voice comes through better than you.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's fantastic. We got to
Yeah,
get
her
on the
voice
show.
is carrying very well. Yeah, you know. So she's taking acting lessons somehow. Yes.
Yeah, apparently so.
She's the star in the family.
Definitely not that. Oh, she's gonna be all over my shit. Okay, I love you.
All right, I'm going off camera for just a little bit, but I can still hear you guys.
It's all right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye, sweetie.
That's to say, she has a lovely voice. She's great.
Yeah.
Did he leave his camera behind?
I don't know. Might have.
Well,
You know.
I've had troubles with my car too. I've got a keyless. What do you call the push button key? The
keyless entry.
The keyless entry, and the thing is, I thought it was a battery. I changed the battery so the doors open and the trunk unlocks and all that other good stuff is happening. But sometimes the car doesn't start. So what I have to do is I have to take the key, lock or unlock the doors, something that engages the key with the car,
right?
The key fob. And then I have to, once that I know that it's communicating with the car, because sometimes it doesn't open it, I hold it up next to the ignition button, and then I push it, and then it'll start.
Generally, now I can't say this is necessarily true, but usually that means that the battery's dying in your key fob.
Oh boy.
Well, I just replaced it, which I might have to go to the dealership and get it. I might have to go to the dealership and have it.
It'd be a $200 thing at the dealership. See if you can get it from a locksmith.
$200. Oh my God! There's the only thing you get at $200 at the dealership is a harsh look. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Nowadays, I mean, trust me, I've been there a lot recently, and it's been like, okay, we need to go over your bank account statements, your income, how much you're getting in Social Security. We have to do the total cashectomy so that we can efficiently, draw down you to nothing, and then we have a plan here where you can borrow money at a high interest rate.
Yeah.
And it's like all this for an oil change, and it's like, sir, yes, that's precisely correct. No,
auto dealerships are the type of people that have the the glass counter with the things you can purchase underneath the glass, like it's a jewelry store or something. You know,
Yes.
if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's you expect the owner to be someone like Vinny Moltisanti, who's recently been released from a federal facility after serving 3 to 7 years. You know, that with that sort of mentality. This is nightmarish. I mean, we're all old men. We can remember when money was invented and the sun caught fire. But
Wait a minute, was he the guy that shot the corporate guy?
no, that's Luigi.
Yeah, now that one didn't make Susan's poem that I'm going to read as soon as I get home, but they did. There was some news about that case.
Yeah,
this week
he's not getting the death penalty.
Yeah, so he's going to just do life in prison.
Do you know why they? Do you know why they decided to do that?
It's a little easier in terms of the prosecution.
It's easier to get a conviction than it would be if you're going to put a guy to. Right. But a lot of people will not convict if it's a death sentence. So.
Yeah.
Well, he shot an unarmed man in the back. I mean, that's pretty much
allegedly. He allegedly shot an unarmed man.
That is the allegation. Yes, that he.
That is the allegation.
That is the allegation. Right.
The only one who's allowed not to use alleged is Donald Trump. He is the only one who can make edicts as to someone's guilt or innocence.
If you're technically about it, the guy that he shot did murder people. Okay, so
maybe not, but the fact of the matter is,
it was all right. It was passive murder. Whereas Luigi Mangione was aggressive. So we have passive and aggressive murder. So.
Passive.
Luigi comes from a family that is so rich they own plural golf courses and country clubs. Whereas the guy he blew away was an executive who came up through the ranks, you know, clawing his way over the corpse of everyone ahead of him. So again, it's one thing if you were to call him out in the middle of the street and everyone like ducks for cover, and it's like Lee Van Cleef and Clint Eastwood, and they look at each other and whatnot. Okay.
All right. Well, I see about 5 doctors now.
Yes. Yeah.
At least once a year.
Yes.
3 of them I see at least twice a year.
Yes.
And all of them, you know, they're sure to make sure their words are not misconstrued. But they're not saying he was asking for it. What they are saying is, well, the insurance companies do not make it easy for us.
Are you sure they maybe they forgot?
They're not saying that's justified. They're not saying they're justified. They're just saying, well, you know, there's people I feel worse about getting shot.
Yeah, no, I you know, again, believe me, I understand. You know, but he did shoot a man in the back, and again, it's just like, you know, if you shot him face to face, and there's just something about that whole story just doesn't add up. Then he gets caught 3 days later having a McMuffin, where he's having his backpack with his manifesto and gun. I mean,
man's got to eat.
Know. What?
I don't know.
It just doesn't seem like it adds up. You know, I mean,
Amazing.
There is another rumor going around about Luigi that has not been confirmed, but it has been quite the salacious rumor. Is that he is a man's man? If we should, he's the big man in the room, if you know what I mean, and that he is renowned for having several, not one but several OnlyFans worthy videos of his performance, and that. Yes, but and apparently one of his angry aspects is because after he got his back hurt, he no longer can. He might be the big man, but it's more of a costume piece and not really functional. If we, you know, and
I understand. No more euphemism.
No more missionary. He's got to be ridden like a horse, you know.
Exactly. Well, apparently, yeah. Which again is fine from a cosmetic point of view. If one enjoys parading, but after a while, perhaps maybe You know, we'd like to put it to its intended purpose, shall we say? And because of his back injuries, he cannot do that. So he had a
it's only
grudge.
15 minutes into it. But
For people
this is
at
actually we're
home,
doing.
yes, 8:15. Yes, thank you, Andy, for
We're doing.
reminding us.
This is actually it's actually not bad. We're using euphemisms, to
Yeah,
describe.
well, to describe, yes. That,
It's like, is he master of his domain? It's just we're basically doing Seinfeld, which is great. I think it's great.
how would James Mason describe this conundrum? Shall we say?
No. Put it back away. Put it away. I don't know. Yes.
You've made your point.
Yes.
as James Mason as Captain Nemo describing Luigi. Oh dear.
Was that the squid? No. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if that was the sea monster they envisioned in the script, but
I'm sorry. I thought it was a sea monster. I'm sorry.
Jonathan Harris from Lost in Space encountering. Oh my.
Well, I can't do him. There's no way I can do him.
So. Well, lots of people did, but we were too young.
The robot, danger.
Danger. Don't look, Will Robinson. Don't look.
Will Robinson. No.
It's too late. Yeah, no,
too late.
Yes. So Mark, are you back inside from your odyssey, or is he's frozen?
I think he's still outside. He hasn't done the poem yet.
He's frozen. Oh
he's
no.
Frozen.
We're gonna have to get a hold of the pentagram.
I don't know. Should I get the poem and read the poem?
First, let's give Mark a chance to unfreeze. Come on, we waited for how many months for Han Solo to become unfrozen, right? I mean, that was what, 18 months, 20 months between movies.
Well, I thought it was like 2 years. He was
Wow.
like in there 2 years.
He's in the I mean, and Carrie Fisher is sitting down there in her brass bikini, right there with Jabba Hutt. You know,
how many times did you have to do something with Jabba the Hutt to find the guy? It's like
God.
Don't ask me about that Jabba the Hutt thing, okay?
Oh, again, again with the Hutt. Again with the Hutt.
Again with the Hutt.
Yeah. And
So
are you on your phone or are you on the pad there, as it were? Well, he's.
I didn't get the iPad out yet.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Whatever.
Yeah, everything. I had everything. I had a whole day planned out today.
Yes.
Nothing went according to plan.
Oh dear.
Okay. Do you have your poem?
Yes. Let me grab that. Here we go.
Grab the poem.
Here's Susan's poem. You guys, let me get my coat off here. Hold on.
Okay.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
Exactly.
I've just gotten into the house here. Hold on.
Andy, so I was thinking about this. The lead-in to 2001: Space Odyssey, where of course we know that you will replace the voice of Hal with Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Yes, and
Dave.
I
don't know, Dave. Why'd you go out? I don't understand.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I can't do it, Dave.
Hal, open the pod bay doors.
Do you like sunshine or?
I mean, again,
how do you like the? I like the song Daisy, Daisy.
Well, I mean, I was thinking, here and the intro seriously is like with Christopher Walken being in the Dune movies, playing the Emperor.
That was great.
And actually, no, he does nail that role really well. But you could just simply.
What is the name of the guy that is I can't remember the name of the prince. What's the name of the prince?
Well, there's Timothy Chalamet who's playing Duke Leto
the character's
Atreides.
Name?
Leto Atreides, or no? What he's in Atreides. And then there's Harkonnen, Baron Harkonnen. Which particular royalty in the Dune universe are you attempting to?
Well, he said it all the time,
right?
But it was like I was trying to say the name and he gives it the same sort of emphasis. So
okay. I was just thinking, just in terms of if you were to weaponize this and turn it into some kind of a routine, just intro it with Christopher Walken as the Emperor of the Known Universe, which is of course something of a step up from his turn as Hal in 2001, in a lesser known role.
Paul Redez.
Paul Atreides.
Atreides.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes. That's him.
Oh, but the power of the name was different.
The whose name?
Like that's his name, but what he represented.
Oh, the Kwisatz Haderach.
Haderach.
Yeah, Kwisatz Haderach. They got all. Yes, it's also the same title that we bestowed on Barack Obama on Inauguration Day, back when 2009, when we were had a sort of a different kind of future envisioned. I'm pretty sure that the timeline split, and we went into the alternate universe after Harambe was shot at the zoo. That was when that's when the whole thing went sideways, and we ended up in this parallel universe that we've been in for the past 5 or 6 years.
Got it.
I can see you're following along. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it is. I can't find
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Oh, these. You're very powerful. I don't know how you can ride a sand worm. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. You see, you roll with that. I think you might be able to. Sadly, much as I love your James Mason, who knows James Mason anymore? He died so long ago now. I mean, Mark is back.
Lost 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, he did enough stuff that people can recognize James Mason. That's for sure.
Well, our age, yes, but the youngins, they don't recognize anyone didn't exist 7 minutes ago. I mean,
the youngins.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Still, you'll get the Paul.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get James Mason from that, but you also can get him from Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Hey, does 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Does that have Ray Harryhausen doing the stop motion special effects?
Huh?
That's a good question.
I said, does 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Is that the Ray Harryhausen special effects? The stop motion guy who did Ray Bradbury's creature from 1,000 Leagues, and the stop motion guy.
Well,
the guy,
the stop motion guy.
Let's
yeah,
check.
Get him. Come on.
You're killing me, Smalls. Come on. I've never watched that show. I don't know why.
Oh, dear.
The stop motion guy that everybody knows is Wallace and Gromit.
Is that the guy who did King Kong?
No. He's modern. He's modern day. He's one all the kids know. The guy that does the animation.
Okay. All right.
The stop motion animation done today. I don't know about the King Kong. That was back in the 30s or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly. When I was in my mid-teens. Yeah. I remember it well. But again, I remember the sun catching fire. I remember water becoming wet. I mean, it's getting to be long. What can I say? And not in a Luigi Mangione kind of way either, but just that was 824 people for the second one.
There we go.
There
we go. 824.
824. So we've already racked up 2. I don't know who's going for it. The FanDuel has got us on the over or under tonight. We can boost those numbers, is what I'm saying. These are clearly rookie numbers. So Andy, all right.
Well, I'm looking. I can't find it.
Don't worry about it. No big deal.
Elmo Williams.
Hold on.
Elmo Williams.
Uh-oh.
Elmo.
I love those special effects.
Why am I doing that special effect?
We're all doing it.
It's me. Everybody.
Mark.
Ki. Ki.
We've turned into a bad 1960s science fiction film.
It is. We're going down the center of the earth.
I wanted to get the iPad because it's got a better camera. Now, don't I look much better now?
You look fantastic, Mark.
Now, how do I sound better? Well, the problem is when I had both of them on, you could tell what the delay is. There's like a fraction of a second of a delay, which you know.
Well, and also the way it's positioned right now, you look very magisterial. You know, all we need to do, you know, like you're about ready to make a ruling on something. You know, exactly.
I have my magisterial beard on. I've been thinking about. I go to the barber about once every 6 weeks, and I always have him trim my beard because he does a good job. And I'm thinking of maybe doing an Andy and letting it grow out for the Christmas season for next year or something.
There you go. Well, look, after we do the poem, you must tell us about meeting Dana Gould, because that is I think big news.
Oh, meeting Dana Gould! Wow.
Well,
yeah,
I know Dana
Dr.
Gould.
Zayas costume.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna do the Dr. Zayas costume.
I don't think he wears that all
Dr.
the time.
Z.
I think he just has that now and then. Oh, okay, we're doing the poem.
All right, here we go. Oh, did you see the poem? I tilted down.
We
see the poem.
Yep.
All right, here we go. And I don't have it up on my screen, so I got to read it from. Got to do it 1940s style, since we're talking about 40s sci-fi films.
Quick, Andy, make typing noises in the background.
There we go.
1940, yeah, on the radio.
It's 1940, and we're reading.
Things march on. Yes, there we go. Time marches on. Now we have a wonderful poem from, let's see, Mark Sweetman.
Who was the comic? There was a comic that used to do a bit about, you know, they talk like that in the movies and in the news. Did they talk like that in real life? I mean, did you really have to listen to a guy talk like that? That would have been so damn
annoying. Everybody, I'm happy to be here. Do you know what's happening? Wasn't it the, what's his name? The crazy columnist always had that sort of voice.
Walter Winchell.
Walter Winchell. They're all impersonating Walter Winchell. Hello.
Okay, now that we know who Walter Winchell is, that means we have all had adequate liberal arts training. because I mean, you think about it, that is somebody who had an impact on our culture, and we knew about it. Never lived to hear him live. You know what I mean? He was dead by the time we were all born.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to slip into my Hedda Hopper outfit.
Only Sunset Boulevard for you. Hedda Hopper, hi, I'm at the sun. She's under the pressure.
I knew you had one at 27 and a half minutes into the show.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Poem, come on, poem. All
right, here we go. Here's Susan's poem read by her husband. It is Groundhog Day, and winter will continue. Do you have what it takes and what is needed? What is in you? Partial government shutdown here in the USA as I write this poem. Will it reopen up today? In Minneapolis, there's a wave of ICE actions of enforcement. Protests continue nationwide. Does violence get Trump's endorsement? President announced he is closing the Kennedy Center, unofficially renamed. The renovation nonsense and canceling acts should bring Trump much shame. And that's all she gave me today. She had a very busy day, so I'm going to give her a pass on the 4-line poem.
She's going haiku. It's haiku.
Yeah, haiku. No, yeah, exactly.
They're going to rename it the Mary Jo Kopechne Center. Where apparently they're going to open the new show with the Waterworks Act. That will feature an escape from a car, partially submerged.
Okay, that was almost at 29 minutes before he had before Jason's first Democratic Party dig.
No, he's going to turn into a place like Novi. Where everything comes in is like, you have all the RVs. He'll have like a gunfight, the gun shooting thing.
The suburban.
He'll have a gun show at the Kennedy Center.
It's the suburban show place.
Yeah,
where they have all the. They've kind of taken over for the local stuff where Kobo used to do all that stuff, Autorama, and the auto show is more international. That's just finishing. And what's coming up? Now that the auto show's over, those of you that aren't watching us that aren't in Detroit, we'll let you know. Now the auto show's over, is we get to buy all the cars that they can't sell as new, but were used for promotional vehicles during the auto show.
Yep.
That's what they tell us anyway.
Yep. I used to drive for Golden Limousine, and we had a contract to drive around executives from Mercedes-Benz. And I got to drive a brand new Mercedes-Benz to drive around the jazz band that was entertaining at the Mercedes-Benz. Well, Andy, you used to work down there doing things, didn't you? Didn't you have like a couple
I never had I never gave a hand job to the the chief guy, so I never got the good gigs. Okay,
You know
Yeah.
who we know who's there every year is Mark Nope. You know Mark, Andy, don't you? Mark Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does the auto shows, and he used to do it. Mark Sweet, whose father owned the Town Theater in Oak Park and some other theaters around town, which is how he could say he grew up in a showbiz family because his dad owned movie theaters.
Yeah.
But anyway, he used to do the auto shows until he got that sweet gig with Chuck Lorre Productions. He does the audience warm-ups now for all the big comedies on CBS.
Oh wow.
Do you remember
God.
Mark Sweet? He used to come back to the castle once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, once in a while I'd open for him.
Which reminds me, it might be sold out by now, but Dave Attell was booking a weekend at the castle, and I would love to go see that.
Very funny. We're done with the poem. I can talk about running into Dana Gould.
Yes. Yeah.
I was waiting for Gary Hardwick, and we've met at the Big Boy ever since the writer's strike. The Big Boy you go there because you can actually get a decent meal without spending $100,
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a writer on strike, you don't really have $100 to spend on a meal.
Yeah.
But it was the last writer's strike. Jay Leno came by every day with donuts. So now you see writers there all the time. Just because it became sort of like the writers lounge was the Big Boy.
Right.
On Riverside in Burbank. It's the original one too. I mean, they got the drive-in.
Is that where they filmed Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a Big Boy.
Yeah, and I think they did. There's been other stuff that they've done there, but in fact, they have the stills from all the films that were and TV shows that have been done there. And they're signed by the stars and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm waiting there for Gary, and Dana walks in, and I said, Dana, and he said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, Mark Sweetman. He goes, Mark Sweetman, right? And it was so funny too because I love those reunions because I hadn't seen him in 35 years, something like that. And you just pick up where you left off, wherever you're doing. And we used to sit in the back of the Improv and say we were the has-beens that never were, And I reminded them of that. That was fun.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
He was there to meet. He was there to meet somebody that he's, pitching a project to or something like that. I was there to meet Gary to see what we have going on. Gary, as you all know, is my writing partner in LA.
Yeah. Was he as a project recently or a new project?
Should we? Susan's here. Should we pretend that we didn't read the poem? No.
I thought she wasn't coming.
I thought she wasn't coming either. Here, I'm going to put
we read the poem. Okay, the cat is out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag. We did read the poem.
Nice job.
I heard you say
again if you want. It's so short.
How late were you, Mark?
I only missed like the first 17 minutes of the show, so it wasn't.
Well, no, hold on.
Only.
I was on the phone. I was on the phone though, so it wasn't like I wasn't on the show.
Right.
Oh, you actually got started?
I didn't get here in time to remove the box of Rice Krispie treats here. Which now that I'm full blown diabetic, I really shouldn't have Rice Krispie treats here. But my daughter, who just gave birth, that was her indulgence during pregnancy, she shouldn't have many more. She's not pregnant. She shouldn't have cravings for Rice Krispie treats anymore.
So is the new edition coming along well?
True, Mark. Gosh.
The new edition is great. I was holding her today.
She's adorable.
She was staring up at me. Normally she's like looking to why is my mom not holding me? Or why
you guys are such grandparents.
Did you see my post last Thursday on Facebook?
No.
I'm not.
Well, my daughter's in school on Thursdays, so I babysit, and I leaned over. My granddaughter was wide awake, and she looks up at me, and then just her face lit up with this beautiful smile. I mean, she's been smiling a lot since she was born, but not social smiles, just those muscles.
Yeah.
And this was I recognize you, Grandma. Glad to see you. Smile. Like just burned into my heart.
The only
you are such a grandma.
The only smiles I get is after a bit of a struggle and strain, and then she farts, and then I get a smile.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, that's usually
I get the relief smile.
No, she looked me in the eye, and she just got a big grin on her face, and just
it's fun.
So all the tragedy in the world, we just need some baby smiles.
Hey, who could forget what it was like to be a kid, to be at home with your mom listening to Rita Bell?
My mom was a school teacher. We were rare. The good part about it was we had summer vacation at the same time. The bad part about it was she was never home when I was sick. So
yeah. Well, my mom was home because she was hungover, but never mind that.
That would have been my dad. So. My dad and I both had mumps together. I had measles, but he had them as a child, and I had chicken pox, and he never had chicken pox as a child. You get chicken pox first, and the second time it comes through, it's shingles.
Shingles, yeah.
Right, but he never had chicken pox as a kid, so we had chicken pox together too. So I did have that with my dad. I did have mumps and chicken pox, and he had measles as a child, so I had measles on my own.
Yeah, it's just.
I got vaccinated, so I didn't get measles.
Well, I listened to RFK, so I'm not getting vaccinated for anything yet.
Nice knowing you.
All right. Well, we can't take our granddaughter anywhere because the herd immunity is missing. It's very dangerous for little ones.
I've been vaccinated for so many things. It's not even. I can't even think about it anymore. But whatever.
Hey, I want to put out a public service announcement. There is a blood shortage, a critical blood shortage right now.
You're telling me.
So bad that American Red Cross is offering $20 gift cards. If you go in and give blood. I just haven't been able to schedule it.
$20 gift cards at Crumble.
No,
give blood if you can. You 3 people that watch this show, go give some blood.
You 3, go give blood.
Does it have to be my blood?
Yeah.
It has to be human blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no animal, no goat blood.
A fresh draw, and you can get a $20 gift card. I think you have to sign up for that first.
I'll tell you what happened to me when I went to give blood, Susan. So I'm trying to give blood every month.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 weeks is how often you're supposed to give it, not more than 8 weeks apart. Why are you giving blood every month?
Well, they said 4 weeks.
They said 4 weeks? I thought it's every 8 weeks because your body has to regenerate the blood they took.
Have you seen his body at this point?
Yeah, look at his body.
Maybe they've changed the protocol just because they're so desperate for blood. But I mean, I was deferred once because I was a nursing mother, and they don't defer for that anymore. So
I'd just love to hear her at the blood bank. She'd be right around the corner going, "Well, are we that desperate? Well, go ahead, put it in. I don't care."
I also did the 2-hour giving them like the not blood but the other thing, plasma.
Plasma, okay. Yeah, you can get plasma more often.
Now plasma.
But every time I give blood, I walk out of there as pale as like a sheet of paper. I'm like that white when I leave. And the other problem I have is my blood comes out very, very slowly. So like 3 people get up and done giving blood off the table next to me before my little bag fills up.
When I'm there, it's like I'm saying like, could you take some more? I need to lose weight just a little bit more, okay?
Well, I just get mine.
What I found out though when I went there is all my life, I kept saying, what blood type are you? I'm O positive. Yeah, O positive. Okay. So it kept coming back to me, A positive. What? A positive? No, I'm O positive. Yep, they basically took me aside and said, we tested your blood and you're A positive. So oh,
So which are you?
was I adopted? Everybody else in my family is O positive. It's like,
It's possible.
they all said they
no,
were,
it's possible. It's
Yeah.
possible.
They asked-
Unless if both your parents are O, then and you're A, then somebody's not your parent.
I know. So basically, I asked around my other siblings and said, what blood type are you? It's like, oh, positive, oh, positive. Finally, my sister pops up and says, oh, she's A positive. So then I kind of go, okay. So it wasn't dad. Probably mom was A positive.
Your mom
Okay.
didn't.
Oh
fish
yeah,
you
your
out of
mom might be A or A. Now my dad's AB negative, which is the rarest blood type. So they were always calling him every 8 weeks to give blood.
That was my father's.
And my mom was
circumstance.
O negative, and so
I can never
me
remember.
and my siblings are all negative, and but I'm A negative, which I
I can
think they're
never remember
just-
my type, so anytime they ask me, I go, I'm just here for the graham cracker.
Mark's
Yeah.
O
Some
positive.
orange juice. You
Yeah.
know.
O positive. Mark's O positive.
Mark's O positive. So our natural children are A positive and 2 O positives. So my
Really?
recessive gene is obviously O, because that's all my mom could give me.
Got it. Well, if you're O positive, you need to donate because that can go to so many different blood
Yes,
types.
Mark, but O negative is the universal donor,
Yeah.
not positive.
Not
O
positive.
negative.
O negative. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, negative.
O
Oh.
negative, yeah.
O
So I
negative.
guess about 10% of
No,
the
O negative.
population have negative, and everybody else is that Reese is positive.
Well, I've been meaning to go, but I've been fighting this this infection, so I don't.
Yeah,
wanna go.
don't go if you're sick.
Well, I'm not sick. I'm just I'm taking.
Oh,
penicillin.
okay.
He's just got an embarrassing rash that we don't want to talk about right now. I
Yeah,
understand.
so you don't want to talk about the rash. I'm like,
Well,
Why-
for those 3 people watching, please go and give blood if you're able.
yes. Especially if you don't have any of the diseases that they constantly question you about. It's like,
Well,
Yeah.
have you been in Europe lately? Have you been,
Yeah.
spending
have you
time
been to the
with Bill
prostitute
Gates?
lately?
Yeah,
Have you known a
Well, they
prostitute
ask
lately?
one of the
Hmm.
questions they ask is, were you ever deferred from giving blood? And I say yes. And then they get like, why? Because I was nursing and they wouldn't let me you need all your fluids. You're feeding a baby. But they
Do
don't
you-
defer for that anymore. But
Do you
then they're
make
like,
repeated visits
how
to
long ago
Thailand?
was that? We haven't deferred nursing mothers for a long time. But yeah, I'm old.
I was 14th on the Jeffrey Epstein visitor list.
Have you injected yourself with drugs? Are you a drug addict? It's like no.
Have you guys talked about the release of the Epstein
Hey,
No.
files where they
only-
released only half of
Only
the
half.
Yeah, and
600
they're not doing
million?
anymore. Yeah, really?
I mean,
And they couldn't even get it right. They're redacting all this stuff, but not the names of victims.
Yeah,
Go
they're just
figure.
jerks.
Oh,
Well,
oh my gosh.
it's
We make-
just, yeah.
They
we
can't
make
do
so much
anything
of
right.
we make so much of something that nobody even cares about.
Well, I mean, do the victims have phone numbers I can call?
They're probably on there
They probably-
somewhere
they
because
probably
they
put 'em out
didn't
there, yeah.
redact the right stuff. They're protecting rich and powerful men,
I know
and
Bill Gates
they're
got
not
named.
protecting the victims, and that's the problem. And just because they released a hefty amount of 3 million documents, that other 3 million are important and need to be released. And the other
Yeah.
thing they haven't done that's required is when you're withholding a document or you're heavily redacting it, you're supposed to have sort of a chart that says why.
Yeah.
So we're withholding bait stamp 1,250,000 because it has, and then a reason to have it be redacted or withheld. There has to be a legitimate reason for that. Maybe it has national security in it, or it has victims' names or something.
Maybe,
There has to be
how about
a
maybe they
reason
could,
stated on that page why they redacted or withheld it, and they're not doing that.
they can use the McConnell rule, which is we can't do it before the election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought the
we can't release
McConnell
it
rule
before
was
the election.
something about your physical being consigned to the bottom of a forgotten coal mine where you get to play canasta with the ghost of Dick Cheney for the end of time.
I tell you
Right.
what,
No. The McConnell rule is your brain can completely stop for about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And when you start up again, everybody pretends like nothing happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then he and Joe Biden can sit in the same room together and converse.
Look, if you guys want a new comedy, just go back and watch West Wing, and then all the stuff they were concerned about back then is completely out of the bowl right now.
Andy, we should take that and put a laugh track to it.
Yeah, exactly.
We should get a laugh track machine and just take episodes of that and like put the different amounts of laughter in it. Like a little chuckle, a little roll, a guffaw.
Yeah, whenever they're concerned about, like, he was seen with a prostitute. Who cares? Who cares?
Did you see the Grammys at all and Trump's little tirade because Trevor Noah made a joke about Trump wanting Greenland and he needs a new island since he's not going to Epstein's anymore or something like that. But Trump is like threatening to sue him because he made a joke. Like,
what's funny about that was
what a thin-skinned human being he is with zero sense of humor.
But Bill Clinton was in that same joke, and you didn't hear Clinton.
He was. You don't hear Bill Clinton whining. But in Trump's little rant, he posted on his little "I'm a baby" Truth Social something about like he's never, ever, ever in his life been to Epstein's Island. Oh, really?
Well,
he's been on Epstein's plane so many times, and part of the release,
but never to the island.
Just on the emails.
Yeah. I just stayed on the plane. He dropped off. I took the plane right back. There we go.
Let's just say he's not. Let's just say he's not on the Sea Level Club.
What, 2004, 2005, something like that. Everybody knew Epstein was a pedophile, and so Donald Trump is still talking to him and emailing him and hanging out with him and riding on his plane.
Well,
and
one of the victims was
and long after he was a convicted pedophile.
Well,
so
I just can't believe
one of the girls was taken to the place in whatever they call it, Trump's home in
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, that's where all the plane trips were. Yep. To not the island.
It's just so much effort. It's so much effort, and MAGA doesn't care. They want him to rape young girls.
They don't. Unfortunately, Mark's right. He could say and do anything, and there are people who have drunk that Kool-Aid and will just not care.
Yeah.
Like you see it in the comments where Alex Preddy and Renee Good are murdered on the streets of Minneapolis, and there are Trump supporters who are like, yep, you shouldn't interfere with law enforcement actions. They deserved it. Like they're just eating up all that.
Yeah.
Rhetoric.
Just like all the Charlie Kirk TikTok dances from people happy that Charlie Kirk got blown away, or the TikTok nurses who want what's her name, the press secretary who's pregnant, to be ripped from one end to the other while she gives birth.
It's just heartbreaking. Like these human beings. I posted
we're all gonna kill each other, it looks like.
Oh yeah. No.
I posted a quote from this little journal that a little girl named Anne Frank wrote in World War II. And a quote from her: people are being disappeared. But the folks apparently don't know who she was and just went off on their, the Trumpers that get onto my Facebook page and have to say their piece. And it's like, this was from a girl's journal in World War II who went to
Mhm.
a Nazi concentration camp. Do you guys see the
Mhm. She went. No,
parallels of
she went
what's
to a death.
happening
She went
today?
to a death camp.
Yeah, she
She
ended up
went to
dying there.
a. She
Actually,
went. She went to a death camp, but there was a
yeah, so
difference between. I know I'm being pedantic, and I'm not trying to interrupt, Susan. It's just that some camps they kind of meant to work you to death. Other ones they meant to turn you into human smoke in 15 minutes.
yeah, she ended up dying just before liberation. It was
Yes.
very
Yes.
sad. And she thought her father had died, and her father actually survived.
Yeah.
And
Comedy.
but the point
Comedy.
is that
Comedy,
what
comedy,
she wrote about
comedy,
in 1940 in her little teenage journal
comedy.
is happening today.
Yeah.
It's talking
Yeah.
So
comedy.
can't we see the parallels? We should be very, very, very frightened.
And I have a friend of mine who is very lefty, super lefty, and he is all about how Israel's in charge of everything. It's all the, and by the way, Israel's just a proxy for the Jews. I keep saying, why don't you just say Jew? You know, you'd be happier. Just say it. No, it's Israel. Well, what is Israel composed of? What are you talking about? And so let me see this little strip of land that's you could fit 11 Israels in the state of Michigan, with a fraction of 1% of the whole population, but yet they run the whole world. And you wonder why
those lasers. Don't you understand? They have the lasers.
they have yeah. And I want the Jew space laser. Oh my God, I want to ride that thing so bad.
And don't forget, Israel is the name of Jacob.
Yeah.
Father Abraham had many sons, and Jacob and Esau were brothers, and Jacob became Israel, and his children. You know, for everyone who hasn't seen Andrew Lloyd Webber, I really recommend Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Dreamcoat. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Because you get a nice little Genesis story there with Jacob, who is actually Israel.
Yeah. I just remember a time when Republicans and Democrats would throw jibes at each other, but then they would sit down and figure out, okay, you get this, we'll get that, you do this. You know, the old LBJ method, you know, where he'd sit with Everett Dirksen and, you know, we're going to, by the way, you want to feel strange? You know, LBJ was just barely 65 years old when he died, which means that, yeah, I mean, it's like, not only did I outlive Hitler, I've outlived LBJ. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So that means don't do barbecues and don't lift dogs by their ears.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, none of that.
And speaking of dying, did you talk about Catherine O'Hara?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Oh
yet.
my God! What happened?
She was only 71, and
I know.
I'm heartbroken, just heartbroken.
Yeah, I was listening to an interview.
Her.
I read somewhere where she had like reverse organs.
Really?
What does that mean?
I don't know about that, but my sister texted me because that hit her really hard too, and just my siblings and I aren't close, so to get a text from my sister is unusual. But you know, we had these memories of watching Channel 9 and you know, Second City television when we were little kids, you know.
The Lehman sisters. I love the Lehman
we
sisters.
loved John Candy's, I think he did Dining with LaRue or something.
Yes,
the character he did on SCTV. And Catherine O'Hara and just, you know.
She did the Joey Heatherton bit, you know.
She's just been part of my life since I was a kid, you know, just watching everything she's in, and then more recently Schitt's Creek. So fun.
Was great.
And such a great character, and just what a tragedy that we've lost.
It wasn't. But
I liked her in the Waiting for Guffman, all those series of those different movies, those improv movies that they did.
Yes.
Best in Show, Waiting
Best
for Guffman.
in Show was so funny.
Oh God, the lesbians in Best in Show was absolutely to die for.
Yeah.
I heard some of the behind the scenes, like I think it was an interview with her where she said, you know, they had actual people, you know, that did those dog competitions, and then one of the women with her dog was like, that what dog wouldn't win? And Catherine O'Hara said in the interview something like, don't they know it's fiction and it's a script? And it's like,
Who was the actor? Remember, you had
Like-
in Best in Show, you had Fred Willard, and you had some like sort of. It was like a British comedian, and I'll remember, or a British actor. He was playing the role very straight, and I think the direction was, listen, you're sitting next to Fred Willard, just hold on, do your best.
Yeah, well, it
Just-
was the extras that were like real people with,
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
dog breeders that, or whatever they are, that compete in these things, and they were highly offended at, it's like, then why are you here?
Well, Parker
like,
Posey and the Busy Bee with their Weimaraner. Oh my God, playing the.
What did they think was going to happen if they participated in this film as an extra? That don't they understand it wasn't a documentary?
Well, they have to figure out. Eugene Levy with 2 left feet. Come on, It's
Yes.
I'm gonna have to watch that one again.
Oh yes.
But then there was the one about the music.
Mighty Wind.
Mighty Wind. Yeah.
Yes.
That was so on
Well,
the
she
nose.
was part of the Mitch, and what was her name? The two of them. Where Eugene Levy played her boyfriend, who obviously was swirling down the drain without, they did the triptych of albums of him.
I love the albums of him when he left. He's like he's in this hole, this pit and hole. He's happy to get in this.
Yeah.
Descriptive
Climbing down a sewer, and it was and she ends up doing urethra commercials or something, playing her auto harp. So again, when I heard that she had passed, that's like, that's just apparently she was keeping her health to kind of close to the vest. It was her business and not all of ours, and but I understand that
she got nominated for the studio too just recently.
Really?
Yes,
She was just on
in that episode was excellent.
Yeah. It's a good series. It's not bad. It's pretty good. She was great.
Very funny.
I haven't seen it yet.
The studio?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You've seen it? You've talked about it on this show.
The studio?
The studio.
The Seth Rogen series?
Yes.
What did we talk about it on this show? I haven't seen it.
I mentioned it. I think I've seen it, so I mentioned it a little bit. But
okay.
It's come up. I know you've seen it. Maybe you haven't seen every episode, but I know you've seen it.
All right. Well, if Susan says I've seen it, I can't argue with that.
And yet somehow Chevy Chase is still alive. Okay.
He'll live forever. Just he'll
83 years old and
all right. Say what you want about Chevy Chase, but he makes me laugh. I'm sorry. The pratfalls on the old first season of SNL and his family vacation, and
Vacations are good.
My favorite Chevy Chase line, and my favorite
the
Chase
show where
line
they
in all
went to
movies.
college. What was that?
Okay.
Community college something.
He was in Community. What was your
Was
favorite line?
that the name of
Community,
it?
yeah.
Community?
That was pretty
That-
good.
That was funny. People say he's horrible to work with, but he makes me laugh. I can't. I don't know him personally.
No. He's pretty. They gave him a part that he could definitely do. It's like
He was in a not well known or popular or no critical acclaim or anything. It was a film called Funny Farm.
Yes.
Where he and his wife in the film bought a beautiful, what they thought would be a beautiful piece of property up in Vermont or New Hampshire, something like that. And then it turns out to be such a hellhole to live there and everything that they're going to sell the place. But what he does is he goes into production mode and he's trying to make the place look better than it actually is. And so he's running it like he's a director of a television special. And as this couple's there to view it, he turns and goes, "Cue the deer." And a deer.
Yes.
Well, we're close to it. We got 59 minutes.
They were getting
Myra Rose.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Anyway,
thank you so much, Myra Rose. I appreciate it.
Cue the deer. Yes.
Cue the deer.
That's a great scene.
It's time for us to get out of here pretty soon.
Don't forget Caddyshack. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Caddyshack, there is a marmot in there, or shall we say a woodchuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A groundhog, and it's Groundhog Day.
Yep.
And so
Oh, you weren't
winter
here-
continues like it always does, whether you see your shadow or not. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Susan.
Thanks for the poem. We'll see everybody next week at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And
Don't forget to hit the like
Basically-
button.
basically, it's Greenwich -5. So
There you go.
whatever time zone you're in, figure it out that way. That's where we are. Every Monday night, then it stays up on YouTube for the rest of the week until we come back again next Monday at 8. So we'll see you next week. You guys stick around
Bye.
afterwards. All right,
Yeah.
see you later.
A lot of people are out of Nixon.